everybody, Catfish Jones here. It is the 21st of February, makes it Wednesday, and it makes it a vlog day, a wonderful day for the CFJ vlog. I am your host, Catfish Jones, Catfish-Jones in some circles, especially those with the .com at the end. Here I am again with The Player, which is the standard painting for this room. I have a couple others I'll switch in and out, but it just seems like a good, I don't know, setting the pace kind of thing to be seeing The Player in here very regularly. I feel like it kind of fits the room, matches the furniture, all around just a nice fitting piece. So it's good to get to share it with it. I'm edging closer to the 1 year mark on the CFJ vlog, which is really when I got into YouTube full time. I say full-time, I'm only doing weekly vlogs and a little bit of this and that, but for me, I'm thinking about it full-time, and doing it for a full year, that means a full year of original songs played, a fresh one every week, and there's still more in the bucket, but after this year, there is some consideration of doing maybe some repeats or redos, some of those that would be fun to hit again and maybe do better. Some of those I certainly could afford to do better. If you go back and listen to some of those versions, like the one last week where I have to stop in the middle, but you know what, that's how it was done on that day, and maybe I could do it better. Maybe I do another vlog of it, and it's worse. It is what it is. I wanted to get in today into some Gunther Skunk. One of my friends on the YouTube, This Old Stoner, had specifically requested a little bit more of that angry skunk guy. So this is a project I did just kind of practicing with the recording software and writing some stuff that I didn't feel Catfish Jones could ever really touch on. And this, it's interesting. It's called Lab Rat, and it's a song where, I mean, it's not very obfuscated. It's very clear what it's about. Which is just lab rat metaphor, being stuck in a lab cage and being watched by scientists. It is what it is, and it's a fun little number. It's a short little number, so let me jam it for you real quick, and then I'll wrap up a little longer here at the end. This song, again, it's called Lab Rat, and gosh, it must have been, I'll talk about it later, but it must have been 09, 010, 011 or something like that, in those ranges for this. I have a version on the Bandcamp that I'll try to remember to link below and let you hear what that sounds like, but here's me trying to do it on acoustic, which is interesting in itself. Just a lab rat in a glass cage. I'm looking for answers when the bell rings. I'm so tired of being lost in this maze. Here I am looking for answers from outer space. Only dream of what's outside of these four walls. Humans looking at me from the top down. It's a world I know, built not for my soul. No fear of retribution, they'll get even in the end. Tell me, trust out there? Who you gonna trust out there? I'm just a lab rat in a glass cage. Every day I'm looking for answers when the bell rings. I'm lost and scared and confused in this maze. I can't find the end in front of my at me from the top down. It's a world I know, built not for my soul. No fear of retribution, it could even in the end. Tell me, who do you trust out there? Oh, who you gonna trust out there? So that song is called Lab Rat. From way back in the day, old Catfish Jones was pretending to be an artist called Gunther Skunk. A little bit of Chris Gaines action, if you will. Hope you guys get the reference. And a fun chance for me to break out of the box and do some different stuff, do it in a different way. And at that time, I was needing some different stuff because I had some different tools at my disposal and needed to learn how to use them. And I had tried doing a little bit of, let's learn to do it while working on Catfish Jones stuff. But it was very heartbreaking to see what I couldn't do with those tools right out of the box because I wasn't experienced enough to use them. And so I needed to not necessarily make what I wanted to make. I wanted to go see what I could make and how I could make it. And with some of those ideas, they were more fleshed out of the need to make a song, not necessarily the song coming to me and saying, hey, I need to be made. But some of those songs ended up being pretty magical. That North Wind Howls was one that I still love playing. And I got the guys playing in Normal Reaction. In fact, we got a show coming up. It's another month away. Next month, St. Patrick's Day, we'll be playing at the Hideaway, which will be a lot of fun, our regular haunt. And I know we'll be playing North Wind then. Maybe some other Gunther Skunk stuff makes its way into the mix. But like I said, I'll try to leave a link. You'll see how very different it is from this to that. And in the past, I had mentioned maybe doing some conspiracy talk, which I feel this kind of touches on a little bit. But for me, I don't know that it's the right time right now to really get into a lot of the wonderfulness of it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that blurs the line between conspiracy theory entertainment and, I don't know, some people taking it pretty seriously. So I feel like I'm going to observe from the outside for a little while and keep working on the content and keeping it, I don't know, kind of in my pocket. And as time allows, when the right time presents itself, I'll share a little bit of Conspiracy Corner with old Catfish. Mississippi Fuzz wants to join along because, of course, he's what he considers to be uninitiated to the conspiracy world, where he doesn't, he's never really ascribed to any of the theories, hasn't really dug deep into them, hasn't seen the who's or whys or, the so-called pertinent evidence that one might use to form a belief in some of those theories. He's fairly uninitiated, okay with that, and is very interested in, having some of the details of these things, each and every one shown, and be like, oh, look at that, oh, look at that, oh, look at that. But also a very serious skeptic, which is a great friend to have. Myself, I try to keep an open mind. I try not to disbelieve something unless I can really find some evidence for it, or really not believe something unless I can find compelling evidence for it as well. But in the internet age, evidence is its own vlog completely. Who knows what is real? I know I am real. Hope to goodness you're real. And any of you real people out there watching the CFJ vlog, I really appreciate your eyeballs watching me play this song today. It was the 21st of February, 2018. It was a good one. It's going to be a glorious year. We're going to have a lot of fun. Just around the bend, I hit my 1-year mark, and I'm looking forward to it. So feel free to play that playlist a little bit and listen to some of those old vlogs. The first ones are a little tough for me to watch, but it doesn't stop me from watching them. I still like seeing that stuff. And I tell you what, I'll look for you around on the YouTube as well. Maybe we'll run into each other. Until then, I'm going to try to think of a way to end this. I still haven't figured out an ending. So I'm just going to say, maybe next time I'll think of an ending. And until then, cheers.